Stadium. Another season of EA Sports College Football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Tulane Green Wave and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Reese Davis, David Mulligan, Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Will Hall before the game. He has been motivating his team all week, telling them you are just as good as this ACC opponent. They've got upset on their mind, and the players told me they want to be the best version of themselves. They believe they belong on this field, and they can play with the best of the best. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Green Wave offense takes the field, and they'll have the first possession of the game. And there's Caden Samanza. This guy's been through it all. He is a veteran around here and coming out to get his senior season underway. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Let's take a minute and think about Tulane. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
At midfield, he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Leaves it in his belly. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Dropped back on first down. He's got it down the middle. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Green Wave picked up a fresh set of downs through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it. Almost picked off.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his power.
Makes a grab and room to run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Green Wave.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Tulane 7, Wake Forest 0.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So Wake Forest offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes the productive Wandame Davis. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And, man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play!
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. They'll need a bunch on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Motion from the wide out. Second down, going to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Richardson. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. They'll leave it with the lone back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. He's got 42 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. There he goes to the right. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Long way to go on second down. The give. Spins away from the defense. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tulane! Makes the grab in the corner.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
Here's Lopez to throw. The short hands. It's Daniels. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and long here. Lopez to pass. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Powers through the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. We've reached a break, and it's Tulane on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. Look out! After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Crosses the 30. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Guys, let's step back for a moment and talk a little Wake Forest. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Got a man. It's Carr. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Odom. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Demon Deacons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Escapes the pressure going right. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial the...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Took it all the way back to the house.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half, but you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't...
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Straight ahead, it's Daniels. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Lopez. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll try to do it himself. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. And the Demon Deacons will line it up on 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms and decision time for this offense. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Lopez to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he's got some space. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Lopez. Back's got it on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lopez to the air again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be 4th down. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. On the move. At the 40, there he goes. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Left side is Odom. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's Lopez to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Out wide right, it's Tyler. Turning it on! Just what they hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Demon Deacons come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Throws to the back. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Again, it's Lopez. Unloads it left. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to throw on first. On the run, fires downfield. Out wide left, it's Richardson. Finds some room. Touchdown, Green Wave. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Motion from the wide receiver. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. 2nd and long here. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Lopez from the gun on 3rd down. Keeping his eyes downfield. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. And the Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Lopez to pass. Left side is Daniels. There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Demon Deacons have this offense rolling. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Daniels. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Out wide left, it's Daniels. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Carr. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Buying time to his right. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Throwing, Lopez. Rushes on. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Finds his target. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Back's got it on the screen. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. They torch this defense with an explosive. Play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Breaks into the open. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. Tulane right back to the line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Works the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set. First down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Richardson. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Makes the grab in their space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Wants to keep it in the air. Touchdown, Tulane! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wiggins. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college situation.
All the way out across the 45-yard line. 10. Lopez escapes the pressure to his right. Reels it in. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The Demon Deacons can really attack on this second and short. Lopez wants to fire. He's going to run it. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Now on first down from the 43. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Right side, it's Carr. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. And the Demon Deacons with the 1st and 10. Here's Lopez to throw. They're all over him. Hit as he throws. Lucky to get it off.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Out wide left, it's Daniels. Touchdown, wait! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point was good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Sells to fake. Left side, it's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Lets it fly. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their 1st timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work, and it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Wake Forest. The defense with the huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Here's Gio Lopez to throw. It's incomplete, so the 2-point conversion no good, but there is a flag on the play. Incomplete into the end zone, but I think this offense is going to get nabbed for a penalty. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll have a 1st down here, Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The Demon Deacons use their 2nd timeout. They'll have 1 left. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Kick is in the air. Trying to take it back. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense. Down 1 score. Throwing, Lopez. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. 1st down and more. That is frustrating for a defense, for a quarterback to beat you with his feet. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Lopez to pass. Unloads in the nick of time.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Out wide left, it's Daniels. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Flip it out to the back of the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? They'll run it on third and goal. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Last chance coming up. Rush right in his face. Touchdown, Wake! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Still looking. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And what a way to end it with what is likely the game winner in the final seconds. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Drops back on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start.